The night the Duke came to choose a bride, thunder rolled across the valley like a warning, and every candle in the manor trembled as if it already knew what would be decided. Servants whispered, silk gowns rustled, and two sisters stood beneath the chandelier, one polished like a jewel, the other standing a step behind, hands folded, eyes lowered. Their father leaned close to the Duke and spoke with a confident smile, certain the world always listened to men like him. "Take the pretty one," he said softly, as if kindness could be measured by beauty alone. No one noticed the rejected sister inhale, steady and quiet, as though she had learned long ago how to survive moments that tried to erase her. And in that breath, unseen by all, the story truly began. The Duke had crossed half the kingdom to fulfill an obligation he never wanted, choose a bride to secure an alliance, silence gossip, and return to his cold stone estate where expectations ruled more fiercely than love. He was known as stern, unreadable, a man who valued order over affection. When he entered the hall, eyes followed him with hunger and calculation, but he noticed only the details others missed, the way the rejected sister held herself as if she expected nothing, the faint ink stains on her fingers that spoke of books and learning, the quiet strength in her posture. The pretty one smiled perfectly, as she had been taught, her laughter light and practiced, her gaze fixed on the future she believed was already hers. Their father praised her beauty, her obedience, her value, never once speaking of the other daughter, as if silence could make her disappear. The Duke listened, nodding politely, yet something in his chest tightened. He remembered his own childhood, shaped by commands rather than care, by being chosen for duty rather than desire. He asked the sisters a simple question, one no one expected: what did they love most in the world? The pretty sister spoke of dances, dresses, and admiration, her voice sweet and confident. The rejected sister hesitated, startled to be addressed at all, then answered honestly. She loved learning, she said. She loved fixing broken things, whether clocks or people's faith in themselves. She loved quiet mornings when the world felt full of possibility. Laughter rippled through the room, not cruel, but dismissive. Their father's smile stiffened, and he quickly redirected the conversation, reminding the Duke of appearances, alliances, and what would look right. That night, as rain battered the windows, the Duke walked the gardens alone, weighing duty against something he had not felt in years, curiosity mixed with respect. He had seen beauty praised and discarded too easily, seen people chosen for how well they fit an image rather than who they were. When the decision was announced the next morning, shock rippled through the household. He did not choose the sister everyone admired. He chose the one who had been overlooked. Gasps filled the hall. Their father's face drained of color. The rejected sister froze, unsure if she had heard correctly, while the pretty one's smile cracked under the weight of disbelief. The Duke offered no long explanation, only a calm statement: I choose the woman who sees the world clearly. The journey to the Duke's estate was quiet, heavy with uncertainty. The rejected sister expected resentment, coldness, perhaps regret. Instead, she found patience. The Duke spoke little, but when he did, he asked questions that mattered. He listened. He noticed. At the estate, life was not easy, nobles whispered, servants doubted, and expectations pressed down like stone walls. She was judged for her plain dresses, her thoughtful silences, her refusal to perform charm. There were moments she wanted to run, moments when the old belief that she was never enough clawed at her heart. Yet each challenge revealed something new: her ability to mediate disputes with reason, to manage estates with intelligence, to bring warmth to halls long emptied of laughter. Still, the greatest trial came when her father arrived unannounced, furious that his plan had failed. He accused her of manipulation, of stealing what did not belong to her, of embarrassing the family. Old wounds reopened, and for a moment she shrank under his words. But the Duke did not remain silent. He stood beside her, not as a rescuer, but as an equal, stating clearly that worth could not be dictated by appearance or obedience. The confrontation echoed through the great hall, and something inside the rejected sister finally shifted. She spoke, not loudly, but firmly, of years spent invisible, of learning strength in silence, of choosing kindness even when none was given. Her father left without another word, his power broken not by force, but by truth. Seasons passed, and the estate changed. It became a place of learning, fairness, and quiet joy. The Duke, once distant and guarded, found himself smiling more, living more. He discovered that love did not arrive like a grand gesture, but like a steady flame, warm, constant, real. And the woman once dismissed as unworthy learned that being chosen did not define her, choosing herself did. When the kingdom later spoke of their union, they called it unexpected, even strange. But those who truly saw it understood something deeper, that real worth is often hidden beneath rejection, and that the bravest choice is to see with the heart instead of the eyes. Long after the thunder of that first night faded into memory, the rejected sister would stand by the window at dawn, sunlight spilling across the stone floors, and know this truth with certainty: being overlooked did not make her weak, it prepared her to become unbreakable. And somewhere in the quiet, anyone who had ever been told they were not enough could finally believe that the right choice, made with courage, can change everything.